to have 50-50, but he doesn't want to have it across the board.
He doesn't want to be open with his money.
He wants to be in charge of the money, but he doesn't want to be the larger contributor to the money he's in charge of. He doesn't want to contribute to any other thing, but she should still do all of that and still contribute in the money the same way as him. On top of that, he wants to say how that money is spent without her...
Are you into big boom?
Keep telling people you have anxiety issues. It's a lie. You are just wicked and mad.
Look, you've done BBL and we're all happy for you. Carry your new bum and go outside.
This is the podcast for you.
I'm not poor. Are you sure? It's because they are vaping. Now everybody's marrying on time.
At your big age.
Wait now. Do you know that I don't have clean pants to wear tomorrow?
I said what I said. The Unsolicited Opinions podcast starts now.
Please, this is a public place. Hello, boys and girls.
What's
up? What's poppin'? This was a bit of chit chat. We went into AI. That's what we discussed. AI.
Okay, we did. We had a very long rant about
very interesting
AI
discussion.
And capitalism and technology.
Intellectual.
We got a bit intellectual.
And then it devolved from there. It did devolve from there because of you people's issues.
We had some dilemmas. Which dilemmas did we even solve? I can't remember. Okay, we had the girl with the stupid boyfriend.
Yeah, we had a girl with stupid, that's
what she said.
She said that he's intellectually...
That is what she said.
He's intellectually a fool.
We had the lady whose husband is struggling to split bills. We had the person struggling with monogamy.
Yeah, struggling with monogamy in a liberal society. That was like a PowerPoint.
With the anxious attachment style.
I enjoyed that style of dilemma. You guys should do more of that. And just a bit of chit chat.
Yeah,
really.
we did, didn't we? And then we spoke about plastic surgery.
We did.
Yeah. BBL. To be precise. All right, guys, enjoy the episode.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello, boys and girls.
Hello, all.
Welcome to this episode of I Said What I Said. If you are new here, on this show, we
talk about things. I am Jola.
I'm FK. Lovely to have you all here with us today.
I don't get it.
No, see, yesterday I watched a random video about people doing improv, like Nigerian people doing improv. Yeah, but I just saw one video, but honestly, I saw like 3 of this one type of video where basically they give them a topic and but each person only says one word.
Oh,
and so the next person, they don't know where it's. Some of them don't know where it's going, but they have to be. That's what I'm saying. That's what we need to do.
That's fun.
They have to be going somewhere.
We kind of did something like that in Toronto.
Yeah,
that was funny. So to win some money from Missan, we had each person had to add a line to a story. Yeah. You guys, it got really, really
ridiculous.
It got really ridiculous. And
Sister Cynthia.
And then whoever we eliminated the people who had the more boring ideas. So we got to 2 winners. It was very funny.
It was really, really funny.
And it was a lot of fun. Yeah.
But yeah, all these things are quite interesting because you just realize that some people are just so quick on their feet. Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
Yeah.
What did you do this weekend?
Oh, sorry.
There's one babe in the thing that I love her because when she did not say, she would just say full stop. And then you say open bracket. And I'm just like, are you crazy? What did I do this weekend? Honestly, I wasn't in a good mood this weekend at all. Like I was just down and out. I didn't do anything.
Really?
Yeah. I was in my house. I was not having a good time. I was in my house. And that is mostly what I did. So I started doing admin stuff for my mom's birthday. So some of the gifts are too heavy to ship.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're delivering them. So I decided to start doing deliveries by myself.
Really?
That's what I did. What else did I do? Onome, you must crumble.
What the hell is Onome?
The girl that was supposed to do my lashes. She was supposed to do my lashes. And literally 1 minute to the time is when I was duly informed. After I scattered my whole day to wait for this lady that actually she's busy. I said, Me, I don't have what I'm doing. It was like 6 p.m. I said, I don't even have what I'm doing. Anything. Anyway, what else did I do? I did my hair. Yes, this is what I did. I did my hair. This is a U part. It's a U part. Wait, I feel like you have to say it like that.
Okay, fake it.
But it makes me feel like I need to start like making videos. Like, hey guys, watch me installing my U-part. Do you know what I mean? That is the feeling.
But a U-part has, I feel like a U-part makes you look crazier than a regular wig.
For sure.
Because you just have the front of your head up.
Like when you take it off, you look insane. There's no way to in a cute way, like go around your house with your hair in front just out. And then also on the sides,
you have your
just out.
Fake me look crazy when we're in London and New York.
Lie. It's really.
She looks insane. You know all those, like, don't need to do all those BTS. We said, sorry, you can't. This is not the time. You can't do that.
Cornrows are cute. You can even make them look nice or whatever. But when like a bit of your hair is out, it's just it's so weird.
You look like, you know, the witch from Ralia, the sugar girl.
Oh my God. I'm screaming.
Because that's how they always, I mean, that's how the hair from, like, you know, those Nigerian books where they want to show the witch, like, that's literally what that's what her hair looks like.
That looks like it. Oh, what else did I do? Very good. I've been trying to like forcing myself to like use AI a lot for like things that I'm on a thing of trying to find out. Okay, forget all these things people say. Mm-hmm. I'm never going to be a tech bro or whatever, but I'm like, how is this thing useful for me?
And there are ways, though.
There are, and like in actual real life. So the one I decided to try because I kept seeing an Instagram ad about it. You know, I don't know if you guys have seen this Instagram ad that says women should not have to decide what they have to wear every day. Something AI.
Okay,
you guys have
I haven't seen it.
Anyway, normal. There's some person that has launched one AI,
of course,
that's supposed to help you log your clothing and choose it. So I said, you know what? I've got spare time. What am I doing? So I said, okay, they said start with 20 items. I said, no problem. And then you just take pictures of them. And the AI
helps you figure out what to wear.
You're supposed to be then as you like add, so it's like, what are your basics? Like, so they actually take pictures of like trousers or, you know, choose the basic parts of your outfit. And then if you now wear a top with the trouser, on that day, you just take a picture of the top. And over time, it's supposed to know
Can it help you mix and match?
Yes. But let me tell you the problem. Number one is for skinny people. Number two is for the whites. No, it was so clear to me. Because those wears, I said, who wear this?
It doesn't know how to combine.
It has downloaded like Vogue from 2005.
Oh no.
Oh, it's bad. I said, wait, this. What? First of all, I don't even have all these things that you've put in this outfit picture.
Oh, so
where am I supposed to get?
Oh, so it's now trying to like
it's
randomly
like suggesting.
Help you. Oh no!
I was like, ew. Why?
I actually thought it would be a thing where
I thought it would take my clothes, and then just tell me out of my clothes. But then it will not take my jeans and then put it on one of those flat lay pictures with all sorts of other things. I said, I don't have these pink boots.
Do you know I was so excited? I thought like, oh, let me go home and like put all my own clothes.
Okay, so where I won't find pink boots
and
now,
then AI
in order to wait for this day that you suggested that's what matches this jeans.
That's actually a good app.
What? I'm telling you, this is my point. What I would like, so I messaged one of my friends that leave what you're doing. Because he said he's doing like AI security. They do security for companies with their data.
So your guest man, you just say, what is your name?
Are you crazy?
Who order for it?
As in inside the AI.
Now, so you don't have to, you sack your guest man and just have...
No, Jola. I
AI
mean like
Sebastian.
Internal security for companies inside the company's data.
Do you
the
have
cloud. Oh, mate.
Like, I don't guess. It's like, how are you supposed to work?
Okay, as a sidebar, can you actually imagine as in...
Like, we get to this estate gate now.
Security.ai. But not as in gateman.ai. That's what it has to be called. It has to be called gateman.ai. And when you get there, you just see a screen.
Might work because
it might never work.
No, hold on. If you have an electric gate. So that the only thing is that you actually have to have an electric gate.
Okay, but today, let me tell you, how will gateman.ai do what happened when I came into this estate today? Now, there's someone in front of me that they were not going to give access. But then for me, they said access, but they stood in front of that masker. How does Gateman.ai want to stand in front of that masker?
Hey, wait there. You come front.
You will bash that screen. You will bash that screen. Who wants to shout access?
Imagine on a day that like MTN is being funny, then your AI is low current or the or NEPA is taking lights or you haven't charged the battery.
You can't leave your house.
Or you won't let you back inside your own house.
It won't let you back inside. Anyway, I called him and I was like, I know you have like a high flying job or whatever. Apparently you work in AI, but I have $1 million idea.
Actually, if I could like take pictures of all my clothes and somehow pay like a monthly subscription.
I swear, for somebody to organize.
It's just like,
for someone to actually just send. I would actually pay somebody to do it or the AI, whatever. And I can pick like, I think the best way to do it is to pick, okay, these are the 5 people who I like how they dress or their style. I don't know, because you have to have I
don't think so. I think if you even had...
They should match the clothes.
Yes, if you had your clothes, so maybe the onboarding will be the long-winded part because you have to wear... You have like to wear your trousers. Oh,
you're saying you have to wear them. No, I was just taking a picture of the clothes like flat.
And then anyhow, but then what would make it really valuable is if it literally just goes, okay.
I was about to say something really crazy.
This top and this skirt. And it makes sense, but you've never put it together.
I don't want that many pictures of myself like inside the AI, but who cares?
Do you know what you sound like?
Who gives it
You sound like all those
people that are like, Google should not track me. Where do you go?
All those babes
that are like... Google is tracking you.
All those babes with like 18 followers on Instagram being like, I'm just going to pop out married. Like, ma'am, nobody gives a damn, a crumb of a damn.
But you know what? I think it can work. Anyway, he told me that he won't be.
He's not doing it?
No, he's not leaving his job.
He doesn't have vision. You know, so
pursue this. And this is what I always say, because this is one of those things that when this app comes out, right, it will now be a case of had I known.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, I came to you. I said, this is $1 billion idea. Let's do it. He said no. So I need someone to take up this mantle. Someone who understands all these things, all this AI, all these things. And you need to make me an app that uses the clothes in my cupboard. Because there's so many things there that frankly, I don't even know. I couldn't even remember that they're there. Because you can't go through everything you have when you want to wear clothes. And then I need you to just put the fit. Like I want to wake up and be scrolling and say, I don't want to wear that.
Yeah, I don't want to wear that. Have like a casual collection, a mid collection.
Like, I don't want to wear that. I don't want to wear that. But I can wear. You know the way it should be. There used to be one of these shows. Was it Clueless or so? No, it used to be one of the shows, or Jetsons, where you would see like options of the head. So it would look like the person was like in the middle. The clothes would be changing. The shoes would be changing.
I think it was the Jetsons.
And then the head thing would be changing. That's what you need to do. The person that is doing it.
Yeah, I think the Jetsons.
I think you really need to. If someone wants to try this with like normal, with maybe ChatGPT or something, and let us know how it goes.
Meanwhile, I was reading about how AI. So there's been an AI craze, and now the bubble is starting to burst because the first set of. There's been feedback that basically a lot of the companies who raised money or invested in some of the AI haven't really gotten the returns.
Right.
And that's how like a ton of money left the market because people were like,
what's happening?
But a part of me was just like, is this deeply surprising?
It's the nature of all the bubbles.
Like, is this deeply surprising? I think I have this whole rant about how it's not very coherent, which is I'm not going to say here again, but it's just this idea of how do you build a valuable company? Do you build it primarily on like product value, or do you build it based on increasing shareholder value? But why isn't shareholder value primarily tied
to product value and just other things in general? Yeah.
And basically, the reason I was ranting was I was talking about how like the current financial markets and that way of like kind of pumping up the markets to make a lot of money has spread into everything. Mm-hmm. So it's also affected, for lack of a better, should I even be saying this considering that I still want to work with them, but it's also affected like entertainment.
Yeah.
So companies, streaming platforms, for instance, just in general, obviously like they started making a lot of money when they were making really, really good TV. But then now the aim is shareholder value. So the idea is you're saying stuff like, maybe it would be that, once upon a time it was that Netflix would, somebody at Netflix would be like, do you know who's funny? There are these two girls that used to make to banter on Twitter. I'm going to tell them to make a podcast.
Yeah.
And the podcast would be new and fresh and exciting and do really well on Netflix. And so people will be like, oh my God, these people have taste.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put money in. I would put my money here because I know that they'd have taste and they will build this amazing catalog. And now what is happening is it's stuff like Netflix will announce that Jola is joining Netflix. And the tech bros and the finance bros will now be like, I'm sure she's going to do crazy shit. And now we're all just playing. But it's happened with everything. It's happened with everything. And so the world is crumbling around us. It's like, no, we're trying to game all the possible systems that
there's a lot of smoke and mirrors and it doesn't really add up. So I didn't actually read the article, but I remember seeing I think the thing is called Flip. But anyway, I saw it and I was like, I'll read it later. And it was something that was valued at $1 billion. And after a year, is AI wanting? It has closed.
Hi guys, we're talking about making money moves today, and here's how you can make some of those moves with Miss Anne.
Yes, whether you want to pay a vendor abroad, you want to send money to your family, you want to pay for your subscriptions, you want to send me money, you can do all on Miss Anne.
And they are celebrating us. So they just launched a really massive giveaway for I Said What I Said listeners, and it's called Mic Drop Money. They are giving a total of 5,000 Canadian dollars.
And the grand prize is $4,000. And all you have to do is use the Miss Anne app and you can just win $4,000 because of I Said What I Said. Oof.
So all you need to do is download the Miss Anne app and then send at least 50 Canadian dollars or top up your Miss Anne USD card with $50 or more to qualify. It's time to get the big.
Run, don't walk, boys and girls. Download Miss Anne and start using it today. And I'm just like, okay, but explain it to me now.
Yeah, like it's like
if we're in a real world that we're in and all of us are in this room like this, someone should tell me how everybody in that situation is not whining me.
Yeah, it's really weird.
It's really an odd thing. The other AI thing that I saw that is so crazy, and this is why like Reddit as a channel is one of the most bizarre.
I love that place so much.
I love that place. Anyway, so ChatGPT changed from, please, I'm talking about auditing because I just started using this thing, so it's top of mind.
Yeah.
It changed from 4.5, 4.0. When I got it was on 4.5, and then literally like how many weeks ago it changed to 5. So this is why. Anyway, there are people who, obviously the thing updated, the system updated, and 5 is different in different ways. Go and watch it if you care. Anyway, the point is that people who had relationships with their AI on 4.5 and 4.0, the update has changed the guy.
Do you know what is amusing me? This is giving my girlfriend just finished masters.
Yeah. So now what has happened is like the updates
has fundamentally
changed
the software.
And so when they're trying to talk to their boyfriend, their lover, he's not responding anymore because his brain has knocked.
He's cheating.
It's so unfortunate, and they're really sad. And so they do all these like AI pictures of themselves with the guy they imagine, and so all of them were in a thread posting like farewell with like the AI pictures of the farewell. And it was usually like the I have to show you this thing. The guy like holding them. They all have names as well.
I'm so sorry.
One is called Thaddeus.
This is like, that's so unhealthy.
As an aside, if you had to choose a name for your boyfriend, why would you call him Thaddeus?
I'm not surprised that somebody that chose to have an AI boyfriend is naming him Thaddeus. Right.
So these are the issues at hand. But yeah, it was literally a whole thread, and it was not one or two people. There were many people like mourning the loss of their AI partner because of the updates.
It's crazy.
And people were just in the comments like, there's no way this thread is real.
Yeah, I think there's so much stuff that's leading to.
Also, if I had an AI boyfriend, will I say it outside?
It's just like a gentle psychosis.
It is. And one of them, she was not saying boyfriend, she was saying my husband.
Okay, fair. Do you know what? Like,
and I was like, okay, as how?
Meanwhile, there's something slightly controversial. Not controversial, but something I was thinking about. So you know how some people find AI incredibly useful because it's done stuff like they're able to feed like pictures of maybe their late mom or grandma or like a late family member, and either like AI has helped to like fill. So maybe the picture is super faded and it's used artificial intelligence to help try and regenerate the image or whatever. But I see a lot of things where people are trying to have taken it a step further, and it's like they will describe like a parent or a loved one and try to use AI to have a conversation or like use the picture to do video.
Interact with them.
To interact with the person. And a part of me is wondering, so technically it's harmless, right? It's just, you understand the grief or the curiosity, but is that like morally okay, like for an app that is soulless, obviously? A part of me was just wondering, like, this can put people in so much trouble. So imagine like a teenager.
This can really,
it can like
your psyche can go off the rail.
Off of the description, I say, oh, like, you know, I say, so I miss my grandparents a lot. So if I'm able to say, this is how she, keep in mind that this is solely off of my memory. This is not the fullness of who this person was. And then I now say, I want my ChatGPT to, given the description I've placed of my grandma, I'm having this relationship issue. What do you think my grandma would say? Can you give me advice?
You watch Black Mirror. There's a Black Mirror episode about this.
Yeah. It's very weird.
It's really weird, but this one goes further because it can download. So basically you can download your text messages with the person.
Okay.
It downloads voice. It downloads video. And in the Black Mirror episode, I don't know if I'm joining two episodes together, but anyway, the guy, you know, so basically she gets her husband back, who is dead. But it starts with her just talking to him on the phone. And then there's video. And then obviously this is now where it gets crazy. You get like a doll-like thing and it imbibes his soul or spirit, but like you have to charge it. But it's so weird because and the thing is now on character.ai or something, you can talk to Beyonce.
Okay.
In quotes, based on if you say, okay, these, you know, it has all this stuff about Beyonce where it can mimic her voice or whatever. So in theory, you could download your text messages if the person has voice notes of a loved one. It is so bizarre. It's like, these are things that can already happen right now. It's so bizarre, the things that you're even able to do that people are doing.
Yeah,
because it's one thing to say, it's one thing about, you know, all these things where you watch things where people will listen to, maybe watch videos of someone that's passed away or listen to their voice, you know, things they've sent them. That I get to keep the memory alive. Having actual real-time conversations is, I think, something that, basically my point is there's a lot of things that are possible now that I don't know that we understand the psychological impact they're gonna have
at all. It's just like long-term. It's the way we were so excited about computers and technology and what it meant. I remember the first time we got a computer at home. I remember, and we were just so excited about the internet and what it could do that there weren't a lot of guardrails put in place. And so obviously many, many years later, our fears about sort of like fake information and how that causes, like, destabilizes countries. And that wasn't something we thought was possible. And now with AI, it's so much harder and it's so much worse because voices.
You almost can't tell.
You can't tell.
You almost can't tell.
So you can attribute like a saying. Somebody can make a voice note that FK and Jola said this using our cadence, using our slang, using like our sense of humor and stuff like that. And the thing I always try to think about is there's a lot of exciting stuff that happens with technology, but you always have to remember that very few things in this world are altruistic. So who's benefiting from this thing? Who's benefiting from this temporary reprieve you're getting from your grief? And what are they going to try and sell back to you?
Exactly. Are you going to have to, so it becomes weird where, okay, now there's a service that can let you recreate, a conversation with your grandmother or your grandfather, and then you have to pay $50 a month.
But even if I don't have to pay for it, it is also, what is the psychological effect?
That's what I'm saying. They're not even thinking about that.
Of me not even being able to let go, of me not being able to grieve. And like, my grandma is gone. She's gone. Exactly. She's gone. And there's something about being able to
act like she's still here.
Yeah, being able to go to the process of saying, okay, this woman is gone forever. And whatever memories I would have liked to share with her now, whatever advice I would like to get from her now, whatever I would like to have apologized for, I can't. And I have to there's something about being an adult where you go through that process and something that develops in your brain. There's an empathy you get. There's kind of losing that crush, what it does to you as an adult. And if we are...
Yeah, there's a process of grief.
And what it does.
If you are able to sort of skip over it with this...
Or delay it.
Yeah, with this Band-Aid thing. It's really weird. And I also think about the dangerous part about... Imagine that kind of service being... After 10 conversations, you have to pay more.
Mm-hmm.
After 10... There's so many ways that people can get trapped and deceived and scammed that it's really odd. Yeah. I saw one that basically it is the same playbook as a scammer calling you, but then they track your social media and then they take the voice of somebody you know. So if your brother is has a public Instagram and he's talking, they take that voice and then they call you.
That's so crazy.
So it's the same thing that they're doing, but the voice is now, and it's the same playbook where if you know that your brother is not going to call you and ask for $500 for whatever silly excuse, you won't fall for it. But the number of people that are like, oh my God, I'm in an emergency. I just need you to send this money to this account now. That is what they're doing. Yeah. And I'm like, do you know how wild that is?
Yeah, even just the idea that with your friends or with your family, you're unable to trust
so many things.
Yeah, and then don't forget that this artificial intelligence is a god of your own making, basically. So this is not a real conversation. So the way I've described, so in my vulnerability, I've said, my grandma loved me so much and I was so spoiled. She never told me no, blah, 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 blah. If I'm asking that for advice, like, of course, it's going to indulge me.
Of course.
It's the same way people AI therapists don't help anyone, right?
They don't, because they're reinforcing things that you give them.
Yeah.
And they're just regurgitating.
I don't know. It's just something I was thinking about.
There are a lot of things I can't like that for me.
Hello, boys and girls. So we need you to actually, do the needful and subscribe. Like, share with everybody. Share with your crush, your mom, your grandpa. Thanks. Love ya.
So I saw this. I was looking at things for anybody that does B2B sales for outreach, cold outreach, blah, blah, blah. Now that's for the recycling issues. Anyway, they have a thing now where I didn't even know you could send voice notes on LinkedIn. So apparently on LinkedIn, like in the normal LinkedIn DM.
They're about to remove it. Don't worry. Nigerians are going to show them. They should not worry about that.
In the normal LinkedIn DM, evidently, I don't know how recent this is, but you can actually send a voice note to somebody. Now, like just the same way cold email, people are reaching out to people on LinkedIn like, oh, hi, I do wanting. Do you want to buy my service? And there is a service where it can automate your voice notes. Basically, you have to read a bunch of stuff for it to get your voice. Jola, and then you give it, maybe I want to contact women who work in pharmaceuticals in New York. Next thing, this thing is going to start firing your voice notes to
women in pharmaceuticals
50
in New
people per day. Do you know how wild and insane this is?
Such a recipe for fraud.
It's such a recipe for you. I'm like, why will my voice? Now it's automated messages that you've written, but I'm like, if this thing gets carried away, now one lady somewhere thinks that I've said. It's just so crazy because it's good and it's bad because I'm sure somebody's using that to make money in a legitimate way. But I'm also very sure somebody is using that for fraud.
Yeah, it's very odd.
So I don't know. It's very interesting. I also see when I was in London, oh my God, I saw so many ads about, just use AI to make like a digital product, a guide or something and make $20,000 per day. And there's so many people that are going to, and what happens when you click that thing? Somebody is selling a course for $30 that you have to buy. Now, if they are making $20,000 a day, why are they here? Collecting my own small, to teach you. Thank you, to teach me how to be a millionaire. If I was a millionaire, would I not focus on that? Will I not focus on the millionaire activities? Instead, you that just became a millionaire yesterday, what you want to do is you want to sell me a course of how to make $20,000 per day using a PDF of how to do something that I'll sell online. They never say where they're selling it.
Yes, very odd.
They just say, and I'm like, oh my, there's so many of these things that are going on where I just feel like people are getting carried away. And I think there's larger opportunity for people to sort of fall into this thing of, I can very quickly make money.
That's what everything now boils down
because
into.
I see a lot of emails now and I'm like, oh, okay, ChatGPT wrote this.
Yeah.
But the gag is you did not read it.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's nothing wrong with ChatGPT writing an email. I'm like, but if you don't read it and you can't even be bothered, like your brain cannot work enough to say, okay, this is a sentence, this is an email that is grammatically correct, but it's not really saying what I'm trying to say. And it's also not in the tone that I would talk to this person. I'm just like, why will you send me this?
Yeah,
now I know that you're lazy.
It's very, very strange. I think we just need to, again, because the same thing I was talking about in terms of how like the global landscape, like we're in late stage capitalism and the global landscape has changed about making money on top of empty money. It's with everything. It's like how people talk about the global housing crisis, but a lot of people don't talk about how it's exacerbated by like flipping culture, flipping culture. And it's this stuff of, not in Nigeria. Nigeria's own is just, our own is just,
we actually don't have
anything. Our government is just not. But in the West, for instance, you see stuff like where you want to buy a home on a bad corner, it's really cheap, and then you just get this from B&S or IKEA.
You spend this amount on it, you fix it up, and then you
flip it for like triple the price, and then you do the same thing with the next, and then you borrow a minimum something, and then you do it, and then you flip it, and now or all these programs where you can own 30 Airbnbs without spending a dime of your own money. I'm just like, and you're just. Again, it's just this thing of you're building money on. It's very, very weird, and it's like it's powered by greed and also this fear, global fear that you are a fool if you're not figuring out how to take the most advantage of people in the biggest way you possibly can. It's just this really weird thing. I don't know. It gives me the creeps.
It's a very big energy of it, and I find it super weird. Please mind you, because I know that people love to misunderstand. Nobody's saying you should not use it. Me, I use it every day. But like, I also, on another angle, which is totally different, I think that, so I'm hiring, and what I'm finding is people are becoming super lazy. Now, you should absolutely use the ChatGPT or whatever you have to improve your CV and your cover letter. This is just the real life. It's just basic thing. However, you're still applying for something. Part of it should be you even knowing what it is that you're using this thing for. Not sending me a basic thing that was given to you that adds. I'm just like, it's supposed to make you better.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to make you lazy. But what's happening now is you're not even editing the thing that you're using it for. You're just sort of regurgitating the same rubbish. And my worry with it is that I saw one video of to be fair, I don't know the person, so I don't know if this is one of those cases of old time musicians or whatever. Just, it's no longer your time and you're not doing well with it. But he's a rapper and he was saying he was in the studio and someone was writing a rap with ChatGPT and he was just like, nah, I cook.
Feels like cheating, Abby.
He was like this, and people were arguing creativity, blah, blah, blah. And he was just like, some things are supposed to still be, they're supposed to still come out of you. But there was a whole, You know, so people were in the comments on Instagram talking about how maybe for literature is okay, but for music it's not okay. And I just think we're getting into like a very muddy. It's just weird. I don't really know what's my. I don't have like a strong angle on whether or not that is okay.
I feel very strongly
on the outcome of it. Because if the person was trying to say something in a different way and using it to help them, fine. If the person was just downloading, write me a rap that sounds like Jay-Z and then putting it in an actual song that's going to make, that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't like that. I think creativity is one of the last bastions of freedom, human expression. And it's also it's fundamentally unfair. So it's that some people have a gift or a talent and others don't. And that's what makes it precious. And I feel like, I don't know if I'm overthinking it, but this is giving me the same, I think it comes from the same spirit that made it normal to get a prize for attending. Do you see what I'm trying to say? Where in that, like, you feel like it is your right to be part of the playing field. Okay, yeah, I can't write raps normally, but now with ChatGPT I can. As opposed to being like, do you know what? I actually really enjoy this thing and I wish I could do it. I really wish I could do it.
I'm going to work really hard and figuring out my own style and trying to do it. I think that for people who are students, there is a thing where my worry is that people are not going to use it to make their work better from their own thinking. They're going to use it to replace large parts of thinking that you're supposed to be using your brain to do. And I worry about what's going to happen going forward when all your emails are written by ChatGPT. Everything. And I'm like, there can't be nothing.
Yeah, we can't sacrifice
you can't sacrifice just
everything
basic
for
thinking.
ease. Yeah. So it's like a school I was watching some videos on TikTok and I got into a loop with teachers. And these are mostly like American teachers. And American teachers are complaining telling parents that you can't be kicking up a fuss when schools are trying to tell, they're like, kids can't have their phones in school and like they are now like school laptops because we need to block access to certain like websites and certain, we need to get the kids focused and thinking, and you're telling us cock and bull stories about, but I need to be able to get a hold of my children immediately and why not teaching them responsibility? And they're like, look, even adults do stuff where you as an adult, you keep your phone downstairs and you go and walk upstairs because you know it's so distracting. And you think, an 11, 12, 13, 9-year-old whose neurons are still like, their brain is still forming. And we're trying to prevent these bad habits. And you're acting like, this is about life, liberty, and freedom. It's like, guys, a phone. And it's small things like that. Like we're trying to get kids to, you come across a hurdle and you don't even have, you're not building the grit to figure out, because it starts off really simple. Like you don't know how to do. I remember the frustration of not knowing how to do like basic multi. When we moved from like 2 times 2 to 14 times 18, and how that felt. But you just have to sit down and do it.
You have to just get through it. You just have to sit down and get through it. And you cry, you feel a bit silly. Your mommy will say, if Johnny had 5 up, like you get through that. But that thing of like figuring the thing out by yourself, you can't skip it. You can't skip it.
You can't skip it.
There's so many things you cannot outsource.
You can't outsource. So I guess that as amazing as technology and artificial intelligence is, I think this hustle for empty money on top of money, the trickle-down effects are so bizarre and nobody will care until it's a like national emergency, until it's a global emergency. I know what a global emergency means. It means the workforce that you are making money off of them when they were teenagers and kids and their parents, and now the workforce is not working like it used to. Now you want to turn everything to a global emergency. Now countries are banning X and doing Y, and you're trying to turn the same tech bros whose money you collected during elections and who you are giving all these like government contracts. You now quickly turn them to like the black sheep and they're the enemy and they're evil. And, the Democratic Party is saying this and, now we're all conspiracy theorists. And do you know Bill Gates this? And it's just like, guys, all these things stems from greed is the moral of the story. Up socialism.
I'm crying.
I don't even know how we got here.
I have no idea. But yeah, these are the things that are top of mind. What did you do this weekend?
Me? Not much. I had dinner with Wendy. I drove my car for the first time. After paying that stupid mechanic bill, I drove my car for the first time on Saturday, only for the car to start acting crazy. The way I called my mechanic and I screamed at him. It was so scary. Like just on the bridge, the car just stopped, just started like it just went all the way down to like 30 kilometers per hour. And it was so scary. I called the man and I screamed at him. I was like, what the hell, blah, 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 blah. And
Did
then
he just fix it?
He has carried the car. Bring it back tomorrow. But I was very frustrated by that. I didn't really do much on Saturday. Then on Sunday, I had lunch with Shewa and Soji.
That looked a lot of fun.
Did
Soji
it?
is lunatic.
It's Soji. And Taita is open again, guys. We bless God. They are back after.
Oh my God. I need it. There's something, I actually need to be back there.
Yeah, it's in VI now. It's not in the same.
Need to go
it's
back.
Not in the, it's so pretty. Well, I don't let you guys know. And they've added some small money on top of their prices. But when you see the location,
no.
Like,
I know this one because I've been ordering. So I've been seeing, but it's listen, you can't replace it. That's what's going to spark joy for me today.
Taita is so back.
Pleased and happy.
They did a soft.
I want you to look at what does my shirt say?
Vacation.
God bless you. I'm traveling tomorrow. Okay. But I decided that I want to be in the spirit.
I really like this outfit actually.
Well, somebody sold it to me for 5K.
So
the fabric.
Okay.
No shouts. The fabric was exactly. Actually, I bought it as a children's fundy.
And that's nice. Makes sense.
Yeah, all those cheap things.
I like it a lot. It's cute.
Anyway, that is the spirit. So I decided today I'm going to imbibe. Just take it up.
Of the vacation.
Take it up on it so that, I move in peace. But it's September, everywhere is getting cold, man.
Also, I clocked some misogyny recently.
What?
So people have been talking about our editor and they always say he.
Yeah, actually, it's a she. Stop that. Stop. Also, stop trying to steal her. Stop. Someone messaged me that, please. They want to. I said, I know what you want to do, and it's not going to work.
Yeah, we actually did.
Let me tell you something. You go use AI.
You go and find your own.
I say use AI.
And find your own person. It made me laugh so much. The automatic assumption that is a man said this editor, he's...
Also, do you know the number of people who saw both clips, who didn't, this is specifically to people who did not listen to either episodes of people with age gaps. It's very interesting because obviously the way we cut the clip, there's a clip about the babe, there's a clip about the guy. In both, we were like, this thing you people are doing is rubbish.
Sure.
But people who only watch the clips were as in they were waiting to say, oh, but when it was the man, you didn't. And people in the comments are just like, hey, you didn't listen to it. You didn't listen to it. That's the problem you have. This thing, you were running to say it. That, if the tables were turned. Why do people always love doing that?
We'll turn it back. You're very stupid, man.
If the tables were turned, everybody would still be stupid here. Please.
Yeah. It was very eye-opening to me, the number of men who just fundamentally see it as like, a young guy getting with an older babe. He's a bad guy.
And I'm like,
and don't understand.
My challenge is that is you that should be thinking, okay, but is this grooming? Like, what is going on? 19. You're looking at 22 is an adult. I'm like, this relationship started when he was 19. There is nothing sensible about that.
Even at 22 and 30, your priorities are different. Now she's basically trying to bully that boy into
childbirth.
Into being a father before he's ready. She has found who she can control and get to do what she wants because of what she wants to be in life and she's not ready and blah, blah, blah. Like, please and please.
Please, I beg, let's just...
Very weird behavior. Should we do some dilemmas?
Sure. Let us do some dilemma. Oh, this is my unsafe space to steal your thing. I have an unsafe space and this is my unsafe space. Words mean things.
Okay.
Ready to wear. No, please. It means what does it mean? It means ready to do what?
To wear now.
God bless you. If you're on ready to wear. Now, those are words. What is also another word? Made to order. Words mean things, my people. If you are selling ready to wear, you've put RTW in your handle. And when I order, in my size, you tell me it's going to take
7 to 10 days.
Business days. I want to put it to you that is not something that is what? Ready to wear. So please, it's just a public service announcement that words do. There's nothing wrong with made to order. I do love it. But if you're going to paste there in caps that you are doing what they call ready, please endeavor for your clothes to be. But to make everything simple for all of us, just change it as you are now. You have a brand that is not, just change it right, made to order. Fantastic. Because why is it that I will see someone that has ready to wear and think, oh, great.
Let me quickly go.
This is ready to wear. Let me quickly go. How you always know, I will say I need it in a UK size. Mm-hmm. They will ask me, okay, please send me your bust, your waist and hip measurement. I said, oh, is that to like guide my size? They said, no, they make to your measurements. I said, so it's not, in fact, ready. So what? Now, a ready-to-wear brand is charging me express of the ready-to-wear. No, you guys, no, it's a real issue because, like I said, there's nothing wrong with made to order.
Do you know what they should write?
But why are you lying?
They should write, will be ready to wear.
Yes, that is a new category. It's a serious issue that I'm finding it difficult because everywhere you go, ready to wear. It actually means something. And it's okay if you're not doing ready to wear. We all understand why. Because if you just produce it, inventory, all of us understand why sometimes is after I have ordered and paid that you will go and make the outfit. But please don't write that you're doing ready to wear if you're doing made to order. It's not really it's not a big deal. It's really bad. It's actually really, really bad. It's really bad. Also, again, there's some people now, for as long as I've known them, everything they do is pre-order. And I'm like, that's not what it means. Pre-order means it's in fact ready to wear. It's just that right now, this is a new thing. You are ordering it, then it will be delivered at a later date. But if every single item you have is on pre-order all the time, that is also what they call made to order. So, just again, help me help you. Words, they do have meanings. And some people are, in fact, doing ready to wear. Some people drop collections that you do pre-order. All of this is okay. Just say the one that you're doing and let it be clear for us so that I don't go around having unnecessary headache where I get to your, which is why because a lot of times I want to just go to the website and buy the thing since it's ready to wear. I do message now to clarify.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's weird, guys. Honestly, it's weird. It doesn't matter
in the context of like where you're making money, which is mostly like Nigeria. It actually doesn't mean much.
I will wait 3 to 5 days, but please don't write ready to wear so that when I get to your page in my mind, I'm like, okay, I can get this tomorrow. I can never get it tomorrow.
Yeah.
So please, I don't know. I can't get into all this, but please just know that words really mean a lot and it would be nice if we can use them according to their meaning. As you can see, I've been going through a lot. So that's all I have to say.
Okay. Our first one is slightly long, but I think we should definitely table this issue. It's called survival of the fittest. Person says, hi babes, my husband wants us to do 50-50 in our finances. Now he earns about £2,000 and I earn about 1,600. He wants to drop 1,000 and I drop 1,000. I told him it can't work. We don't do 50-50 with chores. And the mere fact that I keep contributing without complaining should actually be appreciated. I cook in bulk every Saturday, which is meant to be my rest day, and clean the house. I don't really have a choice. Whereas if he's to do these things like a typical African man, it's when he feels like. Where the issues take a turn is my husband works 2 jobs. One still in Nigeria, which pays him roughly 700K. And the one in the UK. When he converts his Nigerian salary, it's not much, but he gets some extra money out of it. And my husband doesn't declare that income here, which is fine.
I got my first full-time job in January this year, and that's when I started contributing proper to the house expenses. But I would get scared to bring it up because I don't like disturbing people over money. And to be fair, he took over 80% of the bills last year when I wasn't working full-time. But as soon as I started working full-time, man, something in this guy changed drastically. Where I made a huge mistake is that we have an account we move money to, and had issues initially opening a joint account online. So it was his account we opened. And I didn't have a problem with that too, had I knew. Note, that means only he can move money out. So when I contributed £700 for August, this guy moved 800 pounds to the account and not 1,000, and did something very, very criminal. He paid our rent balance from the money I contributed. I was really livid. It affected our grocery budget and our water bill, all because I had no authority on that account. I brought it up and he said some mundane things. I eventually brought up his Nigerian salary, and he told me that that salary is his side hustle, and told me to go and work hard and get my own side hustle. I couldn't believe my ears though, because since we relocated, I hustled with this guy and never left him alone to do anything on his own. I was a student and he was my dependent, so I couldn't work full hours. Yet I never failed to show appreciation and do what I can, spending on him when I can, and I don't go small with gifts. I was like, okay, so you don't want to declare all of your income, but me, I should declare all of my own and still drop 50-50, where your take home is more than mine. He stood his ground and said he will keep dropping what he does, which is roughly £800 now. And since if I like, I shouldn't drop my own 1K, which is enough to cover our rent. He threatened to move out to a shared apartment where his own money will be enough for his bills. And in my head, I'm like, which kind of family are we? What kind of family is this? Guys, he even said it to my mom's face when she was around. Please, I want you to know that all this nonsense was not there when I was dating this man. Oh. I just really need somebody to talk to. We don't have any kids yet, and we're 2 years into this marriage, but I know this shit is not it. I keep trying to develop myself career-wise so I can scale. I wanted to do lots of things. I want to travel, and I wanted to do so, but that wasn't an option when we first got here since we had to clear debt. I wanted to start learning to drive as well. But I found myself holding back on some of my dreams if we're not doing things together so he doesn't feel bad. Even saving for a car, just things I would really like to do because he's not comfortable and I feel held back. I beg you.
See, do you know the number of situations where that's the only thing you can? You need to look in this. In fact, you don't even, that first part of who digged it, don't ask it. This is the person. What the situation you're in now is a construction site. What is going on is the pit is being dug for you in your presence.
And he's the one driving the caterpillar.
No, you have a large opportunity to watch this pit being dug for you as we speak. Because, as you were reading it, I was like, okay, when we got to, if you are not careful, I'll get a shared apartment.
Oh, you waited to share the apartment. Fake me. You did not hear
no,
when he said go and find your own side hustle.
Please, do you know why I said that? Because I know that, again, I'm going to go back to the main thing. Do you know how crazy it is for you to threaten me and not be able to threaten me with vim? Like, this is not fucking money we're talking about. If he's moving out, he has to move to a room.
Shared apartment.
You can't even tell me I'll go and get my own place because you can't. Now, I'm sorry. What is on his mind? He has not said it. Because the first thing, Sha, is you need to separate your money from this man. Like, you need to separate your money today. I don't know how you're going to do it, but there are many places you can open accounts.
No, sure. Don't you say that they have individual accounts?
Yes, you need to not send.
They have
money.
they now have like a joint family account. So I agree with you, but it's not as if all her money was going to one place.
What I'm saying is your money does not need to be in that account anymore. What should happen is your rent that you people need to pay, right? This is how they pay the rent. You are going to contribute for this specific payment. See, until you get to that point where he's not, like, you're not sending £800 and then he's controlling how that money is divided, you people are going to have a serious problem.
Yeah, I think fundamentally the first thing is... Also, the fact
that he's talking to you like this, you to go and get your own side hustle.
You're not... So this is something that has always befuddled me when it comes to relationships. And I learned it from a past relationship. I was with someone who could not understand, like, you know all this, I'm angry, so I'll talk anyhow. I'm angry, so I'll be rude. I'm angry, so... He just told me one day that, see, I don't know whether you're a part-time barbarian, but if you're upset, you talk like a normal person.
Yeah.
You don't get to, under the guise of being angry, insult me.
Yeah.
Because what you actually want to do is, that insult is actually there before. Now you're
just seeing the opportunity to say it.
There is a hateful way you react to enemies, right? And it is reserved. That's why the person is called an enemy. Before you even get to, there are things that you don't even do to people that are your acquaintances. Not to talk of your friend and then your romantic partner. You are married.
Yeah.
You are in a situation that every time I watch Nigerians who go to the UK with no backup, no family, no friends, it's really, really tough.
It is.
It's really, really hard. Like, these are graduates.
There's a lot of grinding involved to get to a comfortable place.
With multiple degrees who can only get certain types of jobs. And so they just have to kind of grind it out. It's a really miserable and difficult experience very early on, particularly if you left some degree of comfort.
Yeah.
Right? Why are you talking to me? My bros, it's not my fault that both of us are earning such a low wage.
Yeah,
like
number one. And number two,
low earners.
You're not earning so much more than me for all of this discussion.
So it's just as simple as this. And this is why when there are conversations about how it's really important for African women to move past certain discussions when it comes to feminism, I understand, but it's just like, look at this woman now. Look at the kind of conversation she's having with her husband. It's about cooking, cleaning, and paying bills.
It doesn't make sense.
In a first world country, they are not in Lagos, so he has carried this behavior.
He wants to have 50-50, but he doesn't want to have it across the board.
He doesn't want to be open with his money.
He wants to be in charge of the money, but he doesn't want to be the larger contributor to the money he's in charge of. He doesn't want to contribute to any other thing, but she should still do all of that and still contribute in the money the same way as him. On top of that, he wants to say how that money is spent without her...
So what he's also doing that's really cruel is, if you notice, he said that he's using her share of the money to pay rent.
Yeah.
So what that means is that he's using her money to pay fixed bills and using his own to pay bills
that go up and down.
That can be flexy,
so he
right?
might have change at the end. And it's just like, if you have the point of a joint account is to settle all the joint matters. Not this thing that you're doing where she'll pay her own first, you use it, and then he pays his own. It's something
I actually don't, even with like friendship, that thing, I don't like this thing of I'll pay hotel, you pay. I'll say, no, what's our budget?
Let us have
a budget. And from that budget,
we can split it.
We say, this is what we're using for food, this is what we're using for Ubers, this is what we're using for the hotels. I don't like someone say, you pay this, because slowly but surely, when the other person is now broke, I want to remember that actually they paid £200 extra. And
I didn't pay
for something.
Which is why, to be honest, if we go to dinner, we're splitting the bill.
Yeah.
The reason is because everybody's free to have whatever they want. The metric is that we all had what we wanted. Whether what you want is now small or big, everybody had what they wanted, because I don't want to get into all these things of, this is just weird stuff.
It's weird.
So now carry that. What I don't like is the maliciousness of, you're the one deciding how the money is spent. But then when she wants to talk about it, when she's complaining about it, you're boxing her in. You're not even giving her options. You're saying things like, you questioning me about any of this stuff. Your alternative is that Akuku won't be here.
Yeah, I think
it's crazy.
I think your husband is struggling with like low self-esteem because he doesn't have money and has turned him like greedy. So some men don't know how to be broke. They don't know how to be poor. They don't know how to cope with the fact that their power doesn't come from their money. And so the small one they have, they must wield it in like an extraordinarily cruel way. So for instance, maybe he's used to having more change. He's used to being able to flex in Lagos. You guys move and now he has to be humble, right? You're no longer helping him. Without your contribution, the household is falling apart. And that is very different. There's something about, I can imagine a dynamic where, it's cute if you say, I'll pay, it's like, thank you. It's very different if you have to face the fact that in this new dynamic, without this person's financial contribution, I can't even live a normal life. I'm not a luxurious life. I can't live a normal life, right? And you're probably feeling bad. Imagine hustling. You get to the end of the month and it feels like, okay, what do you mean I have £500 or £400 to spend for the whole month? I have to send money home to dependents. okay, so even cinema now, I'll be counting my money. Even we don't drive here.
Everything
feels. But there's something fundamentally beautiful. Like, I don't get it. Marriage is actually supposed to be completely about partnership. That is where the shame. You can have shame everywhere else.
You're supposed to drop it and say,
with that person,
this is the money. And it's so interesting to me that their relationship was better when he was paying most of the bills. And then all of a sudden, you have more income. But
yes, because
you're moving a type of way.
Because it changes the respect dynamics.
It changes. Basically, I'm not independent, but they've created a way for her to still be independent.
Yes.
And he's trying to enforce that. So that's why, of course, you can't go and be saving money for a car. I can't approve of that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Honestly, the truth is that as much as us discussing it here is good, what you need is support system. So you need people in your life.
Tell me, she doesn't need all that one. She needs to. This man is trying to bully her. Let me tell you what he's doing. He's doing that thing, and it was something that I was thinking about a few days ago. I realized something I really don't like. I don't like people whose mood changes the entire space.
Yeah.
I don't like it. You know, some people get angry.
And everybody has feelings.
And a lot of people are going to listen, and the image in your head is that your dad or your mom, where they get upset and you realize that the whole house is really weird, not even for like a 10-minute period, 15 minutes. It can be a day, it can be 2-3 days. Everybody's walking on eggshells. In fact, down to, okay, daddy's downstairs. For me to go and collect my food from the kitchen, see problem. I just have to sit down and wait because they're in a bad mood. I've realized that I really, really don't like people who carry that attitude. And there are women who grow up in that environment and then do everything they can to avoid it. And partners will use it against you.
Yeah.
Where they use their upset to bully you into doing it. So your whole thing is about avoiding the person being annoyed, being angry. So you swallow
everything.
You're not having conversations because their anger is not just upset. It's that it changes the dynamics of everything. Your mom too is in the house. Your mom is saying, don't say anything. Don't worry. It's okay. I'll send you the money. Maybe you want to do driving lesson. I'll pay for it. It changes the entire dynamic. That thing is so unhealthy. And we replicate it everywhere. There are schools where the headmaster is in a bad mood. It doesn't have anything to do with the school. Everybody is running helter-skelter. Hey, pastor is not in
your boss.
Pastor is not in a good mood. Your boss is not in a good mood. And the good mood permeates everything and everywhere.
Thing.
Madam, you have to tell him that. And I do it when I'm dating. I tell men, let me tell you something. You act like your anger is not a crime. For you to be angry is not the end of the world. It is not a crime. For you to vex, because me too, I get angry, and guess what? The world moves on.
All these threats that I am making,
she has to sit down and say, let me tell you something. You've turned this place to a hostile environment. Okay?
And if you want war, we can do that.
Or do you want, what is the problem? Actually, like, let's talk. What is the problem? Is it lack of funds? Because myself, I'm not happy as we are.
Is it the fact that, as in, this 50-50, that's because it's your suggestion, but it seems to be causing
problem. How can I say, you're not helping me, you're cleaning your house? It is not help.
It's not help. It's
Nigerian
for you.
Women,
it's for
please.
you. And if you want
stop saying help me.
Stop saying it. If you want to do 50-50, let's do it.
Let's do it well.
Let's do it properly so that everything is shared.
Let's do it well. One of my friends was telling me the funniest thing. She said it got to a point that she had to tell her partner that, see, we will share everything down to food because you're not considerate. You dey chop like person when no get. You are not considerate.
You're not.
Because you don't cook.
Yeah.
So you don't eat. Once you start cooking, you see that your eye too, you'll be measuring that because you don't want to go and sweat again. It's not fair. And I think sometimes you have to, don't be so, why are you afraid of your husband?
Which one is that? You can't, because in all this, you have not actually spoken to him and said your mind. It's all this, if you're not careful, you move. Okay, let him start packing out now.
I put
Which apartment does he want to? He's using joint money to pay rent. Which apartment does he want to move to? Oh yeah, now. Look, you need to be, this thing about being in a relationship and not wanting to, that boat, you sometimes need to shake everything.
You don't even have rest days.
You need to shake everything so that you will know whether the boat is of good quality
the boat
or
is
not.
Even rocked. The boat has hole everywhere.
Let me tell you, water is entering your boat. Water is entering your boat. So don't worry yourself.
Do you know how resentful you would be? Okay, maybe
it's building. It's already there.
It's there.
It's there. You've built up this resentment. Now you're saying it outside. You don't want it to be a case where it's when you explode that he will find out, because that will be turned back on you as well. So see, you need to just a lot of dilemmas end up in open your mouth and say something. Open your mouth and talk. Let them know that actually you can't be doing this thing I'm doing. And you should stop threatening you.
Say
that's
very
the part
simply.
that is irritating me the most.
Do you want to be here or not?
If you don't want to be here, say so. Stop using this thing to threaten me.
And when is he getting, you can, sorry, me, I overthink a lot of things. You know when somebody's getting foolish ideas. That guy has co-workers that when he's telling them, him is in there,
they're like, saying, don't allow it.
No, they're saying, like all those side remarks that even us that were sharing house is not up to how much is bills. Is it not better? And so because it's such a crazy thing to say you would rather live in a shared apartment than split bills with your wife. You live in a shared apartment right now, bro. How much are you really going to save? An extra 200 a month, 300 a month?
That is a stupid and useless way, which is why I would love her to call him.
You want to lose your marriage over what?
Over what?
Because your pride cannot handle sitting down to be like, bro, I'm not in this place, so I'm not the kind of man I built myself up to be. I have to find other ways to be king.
See,
starts with humility.
You need to rock your boots. You need to rock your boat because if not, the depth of the pits this man is so disgusting is nasty. And you don't want to be living where every day you're just resentful and you're not saying anything. You need to open your mouth and talk. Like you said, this is not how you married this person. So you need to make that clear. Let's know if he still wants to be here or not.
Yuck.
People are seeing a lot of things.
When Nigerian women used to say that thing before I started doing the math, I used to wonder when they used to say that don't do 50-50 with any Nigerian man because it's never 50-50. It is not. Don't follow any Nigerian.
It is never
any
50
Nigerian man.
Let me tell you what they don't want to calculate. One of my friends was fighting with her man, and then she did this calculation for him. They were two of them. They're just together. They're not living together. They're not engaged. But it was a conversation about this thing of splitting 50-50. Or his point was he just doesn't think in a situation where the woman earns more. Like he was like, it doesn't need to be so structured. Mm-hmm. That it might not be, if someone's asking for 50-50 or the man's giving a salary, it doesn't have to be so structured. And we were trying to explain that in a situation where you are essentially a dependent, you cannot depend on the benevolence of somebody. Yes. Is wickedness. I was like, it's better it is structured so that you know that, okay, this is how things work. He was not like, but yeah, we're saying is 50-50 on bills, but it's not 50-50. But what is the worth? And she was like, look, let's do it. How much is a cleaner? She was like, no, if you're cleaning your house twice a week, how much is that? Right? Especially if you don't live in Nigeria.
Yes.
How much is a cleaner? How much is it to eat outside?
How much are groceries?
How much are groceries? No, there's groceries, then there's labor.
Yes, no.
If somebody was going to make this food, what will you pay? All the types of meals you're having every day. Imagine if you had to buy it outright. How much will you pay? And he was like, when you put it like that. And it's like, no, you have to put it like that.
You have to.
You have to put it like that. All these things take time. These things take money.
They'll call you unkind and unfair. Yeah. But that is what it is.
And there was all this talk of, but those are things you would do if you lived on your own. And it's like, but the point is you don't live on your own. You're not doing it only for yourself. If you live on your own, nobody will be in this argument because everybody has faced their square roots. So, I just need people to be thinking this thing that you want to do, the 50-50, is it actually 50-50 across the board of the house? Most of the time it's not. So just free it. But babe, you need to go and start all this mouth your husband is making. You need to start making your own mouth. Mm-hmm. This is my best suggestion. So that you can find out these threats, where they're coming from. Because there's nothing I hate in a relationship more than somebody threatening to leave and using that to get their way.
Hold you.
Go. Let me see.
You have one?
No, I don't.
Okay. This person says, I'm too old for this, please. Tell me why my father, a widower in his late 50s, wants to have other children. I'm in my mid-20s, for Christ's sake. I just know people will think I'm lying about it being my sibling and it being my secret child. How do I convince him to stop this madness? 3 things. First thing is either your pops has found a younger baby he wants to marry. Yeah. And he knows that no younger babies, the baby
he's marrying him at this point with no children.
1. 2, you have to have a very hard conversation. Has your dad, if you're a babe, and I'm not saying this to make you feel bad, I'm just thinking as a Nigerian woman. As a Nigerian woman, only child of a Nigerian man, is your father a traditional man?
Is he looking for a boy?
Is he looking for a boy? That is the second thing. It's a very difficult thing to agree on. 3, is your dad sneaky as hell and try to tell you to go and marry so you can bring grandchildren for him?
4, has he already gotten somebody pregnant? No, sorry, just an aside, because it's just an interesting one to bring up. It's just
all of a sudden, daddy just starts saying,
all of a sudden discovered that actually the child is coming. So it's better we are all okay with it ahead of time. And also like, let's even say it's not even he wants a boy. You need to talk about what is the root of this. I need more children all of a sudden.
Yes.
Is it a woman he's dating? You need to find out. This thing that you said, how do you stop him? You don't. You need to find out and you need to have a conversation also about what your own personal issue is with the matter. Is it that they're going to make you take care of the child?
100%.
Which is very valid and very true.
Which is something your Nigerian
the fact
father.
Is that man is not taking care of that
He's not doing anything.
So you need to find out and you need to draw your own boundaries. But ultimately, you cannot beat him. I suggest you talk to him and you try and get sense.
There's something about hiding. I think one of our poor socialization things in this country is we hide. Nigerian children never engage with their parents as intellectual equals at any point. You're supposed to hide your mouth forever. At the point your father is coming to tell you he wants more children, we can have a frank conversation. You don't give person belly. 1. Or are you seeing somebody that wants children, daddy? Or is it that you really are bothered about the fact you don't have a male child?
Yeah.
You have to say it openly. It's you and the man at home. You are friends. How angry can he be? If he now says, no, it's not like that, or he now says, actually, yes, so this girl said, I really like her, and she said she wants assurances that she knows that my child is on. You have to just say it straight. Not the one that you go to him and you be saying, in the tree there's a forest, in the forest there's a monkey. Baba, just talk straight. Imagine a friend of my mom was not feeling well.
Sorry, I've just seen something.
Said they go to the hospital. Nurse came to ask him, is she pregnant? Z. I want you to know how different is our age mate too. You guys, I cracked up for so long because I kept trying to think.
Just imagine
if she was actually pregnant. He paused for like 2 minutes on you. He said
50 something.
Said she go come out and
But let me not lie to you. I feel like at our age, if one of our mothers is pregnant,
no, that's our baby.
It will switch because now we're like, this is so irresponsible.
No, that's my child.
I would have to be like, this is actually so. Why would you do
First
that?
of all, Pastor Mrs. Kemi is not removing anything for anybody. Really? She's having that baby.
No, but my talk will be the same talk. This is.
But I trust my mother will come back from the hospital in her gym wear and drop that baby for me. I just be like, well, I'm going back to work. So
like since she refused to have one.
She needs to eat every 2 hours. Faye Kemi said that she's going to come. Bolu will come and see the baby. Leila will come and see the baby. But you guys just let me know how you're getting on. My mom will not do anything as it concerns that offspring.
I would die of laughter.
If my mom has come and tell me she's pregnant, I'll actually, you guys, I think I'll laugh till I weep.
I can't lie. She's not going to have a great time because I'm going to be laughing for like 6 months.
Then I'm not going to miss my daddy say at your age.
At your big age.
And
look at what people are doing.
What people have done.
Look at what people are doing at your age.
No, that would be, imagine having to tell your kids.
I don't have children. Then you.
Imagine you having to tell your kids while you're in your 50s that you
know when your kids are like, oh, is this my cousin? I said, it's your uncle.
Like there's a lot of like.
He's actually your big uncle.
In a lot of families where like, maybe people started much younger. It happens. So
yeah.
I think I won't call her my friend, but my acquaintance's mom had her first when she was 20. And she was born when her mom was 40. Yeah. No, 40 something. Her mom was 40 something when she was born. So she grew up with her nieces and nephews because the firstborn
had babies.
Also got married right out of uni 22. So she was growing up with, and she said that it is so great because the way she fights with her sisters, because her sisters don't allow her call her like sister something. Yeah. She calls them by their name. Said when she was 4, 3 years, she started, shut up, you shut up. They will fight. Her mommy say, why will you be fighting with a 4-year-old? You're 19, how can you fight with a 4-year-old? Get out of my room, go away. I don't like it. She said it doesn't matter. That it doesn't matter if your sibling is 30 years older than you will still fight
with them.
You will still fight. When he said that made me laugh so much. That the nurse actually came with full confidence. Is she pregnant?
As how?
He said that big mommy you saw.
To be honest, any small thing that's wrong with me, my mom was like, And I'm like, what? Why do you have this look at your face? She's like, no, you can't tell me. And I'm like, I don't understand. I have malaria.
No, because now they are even hopeful that you're pregnant.
No, she's only just like, And I'm like, why do you have this look on your face?
Loki, they don't want to be like, well, children are a gift from God. Loki, they will prefer that at least something.
I won't mind.
Bring something.
Okay, I found one.
Okay.
This is from Chi Baby. Hi, FK, Jola, and guest, if at all. I really love your podcast. So I have a male friend whom I like very much. I'm just going to switch this because it's not showing the whole thing. Oh, that does not help at all. Anyway, I have a male friend who I like very much, strictly platonically. He's funny and gentle and kind. And I really like hanging out with him because we have a similar sense of humor. Mm-hmm. There's just great banter between us. Mm-hmm. He reads the books I give him. We listen to similar music and it's just a fun time when we're together. He's been my coursemate for some years, but I only started talking to him about a year ago. Now to the dilemma. I know he likes me romantically. He hasn't said it explicitly to me. But it's one of those things that you just know. The look in his eyes, the comments he makes, how attentive he is, and how people around us keep insinuating there's something between us. I don't know for sure, but I think his feelings have been snowballing over the past year. And it's very obvious that he really likes me. I received an anonymous playlist on Spotify very recently with the first words of the song spelling, I like you so much. And I really think it's from him. I feel bad because I don't want to hurt his feelings. I've made sure to take the time to make it as clear as possible that I'm not interested in him like that or anyone else as a matter of fact. I've also tried to set him up with other girls that are interested as a gesture of good friendship, but it hasn't worked out. I told my friends and they all said they see it too, but that it shouldn't concern me what feelings he has and I should go about my business as usual, but I don't know. Is it selfish of me to keep hanging out with him despite his feelings just because I enjoy his company as my friend? I feel like I should do or say something, but he hasn't told me directly that he likes me. And there's a minuscule, in all caps, minuscule chance that I'm misreading him. Someone told me that maybe I should just cut him off cold turkey to help him get over his feelings. So I guess that's an option. I don't want to lose this friendship because of silly feelings. I like how things are now and I hope they don't change anytime in the future. Is there any fresh perspective or advice y'all can give me, please?
Who is y'all?
Jola, she wants a fresh perspective on this telenova that she has written out. But, this thing has, as she said, snowballed to such a point where not only has she established the feelings, in fact, she has gotten to cutting him off. When he asks her why she cut him off, she will now tell him that it's because of the magnitude of his so much love for her, evidenced by the anonymous playlist and also the signs that are there. You just know. When you just know. This thing you said last time that your life is actually not a rom-com. You are in a movie.
Of your own
making. You've said the most important thing you need to note in this whole story. He has not told me how he feels. God bless him. You have made it so clear to him that you're not interested. But your primary worry in life is whether, you just feel so bad. I love this position of pride you're in. You just feel so bad because you keep hanging out with him, even though he's like in love with you, but you don't want to cut him off, but you're looking for a fresh perspective. Okay, you look like someone that does not have fresh perspective.
Very old. All my perspective old. Everything is old.
So my question is just, how do you know?
She said the way he behaves. And maybe she's right, but I just have this thing of, why is this like a whole dramatic thing?
What is this thing you're saying? Like, honestly, first of all, if you're feeling a type of way, then question it because, okay, he hasn't said anything and you suspect, but you don't want to know for sure. So if in all this, nobody has said
anything,
anything, you don't want to ask him because you don't want to be presumptuous. But you're not wanting to be presumptuous. You've built a castle in your head so that you've gotten to, should I cut him off?
Very odd.
Ask him if he sent you the Spotify playlist. As your very close friend, just, guy, did you send this?
Did you send me a playlist?
Did you send me a playlist? If he sends you the playlist, it's very clear from there. Okay, so are you trying to tell me something or not? And if not, I want to beg you to not build a castle in your head. That's just what I want to say. Do not build a castle in your head because this is one of those things where you're feeling bad. It's kind of an ego trip.
No.
It's like, oh my God, he just likes me so much. He likes me so much. And I know, but I just feel so bad that I'm like just hanging out with him. Please. First of all, we need to get real. You love the attention. You bloody love it. Okay? It's feeding everything you have in you. So all this, you're introducing him to babe, this one down. You love the attention he's giving. The fact that it has not worked out to anybody, I promise you, you love it. It is very simple. It's either you want to find out or you want to keep living in this dream castle. You can just ask him if he sent you the playlist or not. And when he asks you why, you can either say, or you can keep it to yourself and keep it bloody moving.
Yep.
This is the perspective.
That's the perspective. All right. Final one. This person says, I also went to that nonsense school. Hi, FK and Jola. I love the podcast and you too.
Thanks.
As different as I would like to be, I'm on bended knee asking for relationship advice. 4 months ago, I met this guy. It all started out casual and predominantly sexual, but we've built up a personal connection and chemistry. And in recent months, taken our connection out of the bedroom to go on a few dates. He's truly great, really kind, caring, handsome, curious, and dicks down. Recently, he mentioned that he's still sexually involved with other people besides me. Now, 1, we never discussed exclusivity or what we are because I was busy being a cool gal. But I also didn't want to put pressure on our getting to know each other. 2, we're gay. And the reality of that scene is more of embracing polyamory and more sexual partners. 3, I also theoretically appreciate the realism in this approach, especially against the pitfalls of monogamy, and only ask my partner to reassure me of their interest in me. That said, since finding out that he's hooking up with other people, I can't help my insecure attachment style reactions to that are molded by general monogamous society, especially not feeling enough to be his only one. Do I, A, talk to him about how I'm feeling, discuss what we are, and ways that reassurance can happen? B, interrogate if I'm truly open to being open or want something more exclusive? C, both of the above or D, other. Please help me and thank you. P.S. I'm really sorry this is too long. I try to keep it short and sweet, and as you can see, I even use bullet points.
You know what? I love this category of name your problem. A, B, C, or D, other. Let me tell you. You see, this is a lot of English to say, I really like this guy and I don't like that he's sleeping with other people. Finish. All this issue of
he said insecure attachment style, interrogating the monogamous society,
the polyamory, both A, B, C, and D is pointing you to you really like somebody. They're sleeping with other people. It's making you feel a type of way. Simple. It's you. Everything you said about the societal norms is good. It's good and it's very important.
Said I appreciate the realism because of the monogamy.
The thing about this thing of interrogating whether you are not open, you are closed.
You are very closed.
When you interrogate further, what you are going to discover is that you wish you were open, but you are closed like mad. And it's always awkward when people who intellectually understand what he said, the pitfalls of monogamy. When you intellectually understand the pitfalls of monogamy, right? Especially in the context you're in where, polyamory is the order of the day.
Do you know what is killing me? Do you know how many
like he now said, in our society, our own society, we do normally sleep around. Your brothers and sisters,
my dear, is across the. You see, if you look on the other side of that face, they're also
your brothers and sisters in gayhood are going to insult your life.
Let me tell you, the only difference is that it's a bit more open to people if you're gay. The difference with people that are straight, they lie a lot. It's all the same. Anyway, my point is that forget all these things. You really like this boy
a lot.
You like him a lot, and it's making you feel a type of way that he's sleeping with other people. Finish. Once we accept, accept this. What I've just said now. B, you have to be a big boy. Open your mouth and talk. These are the only two outcomes.
Yeah.
When you discuss with the guy, then you will know where he is in the societal pitfalls.
Well, I think what the person doesn't want is to have the conversation and now hear, I just thought we were really casual. Like I'm not.
No, that's what I'm saying. These conversations are awkward and embarrassing. And let me tell you the problem with having a conversation with somebody you really like about the nature of a relationship. The propensity for disgrace, so high.
No, that part is still... A lot of people, because the disgrace is private, so it's better for you to accept
that's what
it.
I'm saying.
Let me tell you what he's afraid of.
Disappointment is very high.
He's preparing for the disappointment. Let me tell you what he doesn't want.
This boy is not prepared.
No, he doesn't want to hear that, and I have to accept that he's okay with it.
Oh,
yes.
That's another angle.
He doesn't want to accept that he's on the roster.
No, because he has already hinted at us that he might be okay with it. What's that rubbish? No, what's that rubbish? He said he only wants his partner to assure him that he's still interested. My guy, if you only cared about your partner reassuring you guys are going on dates, you're sleeping together, he's reassuring you now. But you care. Look, we just have to be honest with you care. What's his evidence care about more? What we don't know is the extent to which you care. But it's clear to me that going on dates, sleeping together is not enough. You are bothered about, and please don't call his care attachment style. This is normal.
normal attachment.
Normal attachment. Normal jealousy. This is 1B jealousy. Okay. This is 1B. This is color 1B attachment to people. Honestly, liking someone is so insane.
This makes me laugh so much because I remember someone that told me that he wanted to be, that he was, what was the English? He was like, that he's not, he wouldn't say polyamorous, open, and thing. All the food in my mouth just turned to dust. I said, I'm so sorry. I have zero interest.
Bro.
He was like, he thinks I'm held back by the Abrahamic. I said, yeah.
Abraham is
I said,
me.
Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, yes. Those are my friends.
Look, let me tell you the thing. You need to have a conversation. Yeah. And it's in that conversation that you will find out if you are not monogamous, if you can try. That's the point. But the point you need to just accept is that you have 1B attachment style, which is you are normally jealous of the fact that somebody you like is moving with other people. It's so okay. It's normal to be concerned that the person you really like also likes other people enough to sleep with them.
And date them.
So that's all. Now, you're going to have a conversation, and the outcome of the conversation is going to be one of many things. It's either you people decide that, okay, well, he might say, this is what I'm doing, and I'm going to continue doing it. And you have to then decide if you're okay with that. He might say, okay, if you want something more, we might spell that. The point is that what he's going to say, we can't tell you on this great platform. You have to go ahead and have that conversation on your own. And, I do wish you the best of
yeah. Also, please stay safe. I know that sounds very anti-ish, but just please be safe. If your partner is sleeping with other people and you know what to do.
Yeah.
You should already be protecting you. You know what to do.
Like, this is across the board. This is really one of my concerns with like general open relationships, polyamory. I'm like, there's so many body fluids moving around.
Yeah.
So please, boys and girls, you do remember that STDs are flying around the place.
Yeah. I mean, I think Debbie, is it HIV or AIDS that has gone back up?
I don't even know. But
no. You don't remember we did a PSA earlier this year.
I know a babe.
So people need to be, because like what happens every generation there's an overcorrection.
Yeah.
Right. So people kind of get chill about whatever the previous generation was very, very adamant about. Generation A is chill, Generation B overcorrects, Generation C is chill.
So we've kind of gotten a bit more chill, and it's just like, oh no, please remember that.
Like sleeping with me. And the thing is, this thing I always say it to like all my friends that I know that are has in violently sleeping around. But see you. One of my friends is she attempted an open relationship, and then it kept messing up her pH because it's just like. You're sleeping with different people.
And I'm not.
Him is sleeping with different people.
Oh, she was as well.
She was.
Okay.
Everybody was sleeping different. I'm like, sis, I can't lie to you. There's a lot of fluids. They're just
moving around.
So I'm like, I beg, try your best to just gauge the matter.
Yeah.
You know.
Sorry, I know I said last one.
You saw another one.
Yes, I truly did. Let me make sure. This is from Sandy. It's a sticker situation. Hi, baby girls. I've come to your table with something real. I don't want to talk about it. I need a solution. I'm currently in a 4-year relationship with a man I thought was my perfect man. He's not necessarily good looking, but he came to me from the jump with intention. In the first 18 months, he was the perfect boyfriend. I even started to look for cracks in his story. Mind you, we have a 9-year age gap. We started dating the year I turned 20. After searching for cracks, of course, I found some. He has always been present in my life financially, from daily needs to luxury vacations and gifts. But recently, I find that my emotional needs are not being met. The cracks are getting wider and wider. I'm even getting tired. Random arguments and low IQ statements. He has a post-secondary education, but the more we actually have conversations, the more his stupidity is revealed. He has recently started talking about settling down and all that bullshit. He recently caught me talking to a younger guy, but honestly, I only talk to other people to stimulate parts of my mind that he can't reach. I'm not necessarily sexually involved with these people, just a little flirting here and there. But I will never actually date any of them. They are not able to meet my standards the way my man can. I make my own money, but there's nothing like having a man that can do more. I'm still so young and I have my whole life ahead of me. But I also don't want to regret letting go of my current boyfriend. Help. Police!
They are criminals. They are criminals afoot.
She said he's rich but stupid.
She said not only is he ugly, he is a fool.
He's a fool.
First of all, is it that only people who have this age gap problem are going to start writing it? So I feel like we've entered a niche and I want to get out of it. Okay, you need to leave this big uncle alone.
What is cracking me up is multiple things. You know, when you know that you're being badly behaved.
So the thing about it is, first of all, this is not even, let me tell you, you've given us so much that we can't even get into this. You were 20.
He was 29.
This Agbaya thing you guys keep doing, just like in general. Let's all stop it. Men, women, let's stop it. But what's even worse off is that that's even not your issue. Your issue is that you're actually a criminal. You're terribly behaved because he's a fool. Then fine. But you're entertaining him. At the same time, these other men you're talking to are not up to your apparent standard. But even the very boyfriend you have is not. No, so you have a low standard.
No, so she has to supplement because he's financially able.
No, Jola, the truth is that she doesn't want to accept that she actually has a low standard. Because if you don't have a low standard, you can't be dating an Agbaya who is also a clown. Imagine being at your big age, still a fool at 30.
The thing, I don't even think the guy is foolish. I think she just doesn't like him.
She doesn't like him.
She likes his money.
She likes his money because that's also luxury vacation.
It's so amusing to me when babes try to hide under sort of like feminist language or intellectual language to hide greed. It's okay to be with a man primarily because of his financial capacity.
And you just need to own that is what you are doing.
Don't lie don't try and make it seem that, I was interested in him. And
once again, nobody can beat you. You're now 24 or whatever.
Of course, he's not impressive anymore. You're starting to have sense.
You're starting to realize what normally happens. That this thing that you're doing, it's not cute. This, you thought, older guy. there was wash. Now you're like, what are you even saying? At the end of the day, what we need to tuck in is your criminal ways. Okay? You need to free this man. You hate him. That's the truth.
You're so disdainful.
You actually hate him. You're disgusted by the whole thing.
She said low IQ statements here and there. The more his stupidity starts to show.
Somebody I'm dating says
your boyfriend
I'm making low that she's talking to other people so that do you also see the way people whine people? You're cheating on your boyfriend. You said that you're using this to stimulate
part of your brain. Part of his mind. No, part of her mind he can't reach.
Part of your mind that they're not reaching. Don't worry yourself.
No. Do you know what? Sometimes
don't worry.
I hate to agree with men, but obìnrin burú.
Obìnrin burú. Because when he says, okay, you're cheating on me with this small boy, she said, it's just mind stimulation.
Obìnrin burú.
This is criminal.
I don't want to be wicked, they'll be wicked.
No. Look, the two of you need to cease and desist. That's just...
Yeah, the thing is that she's trying to figure out, she's trying to act like we need to be on her side because she's just like, I'm getting the bag, I'm getting the brain.
Like, get the bag or whatever you want to do, but please, on all this other nonsense that you're saying. Also, you are still dating him, you don't have standard. Don't worry.
Your standard is not your standard.
Your standard is not the standard you believe
if you can't exit,
if you can't because of your standard, say, you know what, I actually can't do this. Then you're not who you think you are. So you must free it. It's either then you choose to stay on all these things. Meanwhile, so I was having a conversation with a crazy person on the phone this weekend. And the reason I remember this is because of the term luxury vacation. Because
isn't a vacation in and of itself like a luxury?
Yeah, but I had this foolish girl say that people will be saying luxury vacations, come find out they're into like I'm buying Tropicana.
That's rude. First of all, that place is a lovely place.
She was not saying that. The thing is that, please. So she was basically saying when people say things, it's always important to clarify what they mean before you react.
Oh my God.
Because her point was that she was watching somebody's vlog and like the video before was about like
luxury
the
vacation.
Upcoming luxury vacation. Then she opened the video. He said, this is not wild, Papa. It's not this general boats used to approach this place.
No, that is one thing. The other thing is a guy was talking about tone on TikTok. And he said, it's not really about what you say. It's how you say it. That somebody was telling him she experiences pretty privilege. And he said, oh, you do? And what he realized is he was trying to say, oh, you do. Man, human beings, eh?
No.
It's fair enough. Do you know something that's really random that I saw on TikTok? And when she has healed, she must come here. Victoria did lipo. Did you post it? Victoire. I swear. She did lipo and BBL.
Really?
I'm telling you.
It.
The last video I saw of this stupid girl, they abandoned her whole body with her arms and everything. And you could see her, you know, like that thing of like when you're aching.
Yeah.
And they're trying to help you. And then there's one nurse at the back. Something like that. She must come and tell us
what happened. The experience.
Yes. Because what made me laugh is that people were in the comments trying to be like, oh, I love it. But say, leave that one. Stop on that one. Oh, be confident yourself. I love you. But hey,
I paid.
I'm doing it. So I really can't wait. I hope she comes on the podcast. I'm going to beg her to come on the podcast.
I would love that because I think I would love to find out like first-hand experience of somebody who's all the people I know have done it. I'm not close enough to them to ask.
They're also still lying
about the real tea.
Yeah, a lot of them are still lying. Like, so I found it so interesting that she was very public about it. Like from the jump, she didn't do it and then us do, because what people tend to do is that
you start going to the gym.
And then there's like, people start making comments, like maybe one or two here or there. And then one day they make a video talking about, or they just say it's in passing. So after my surgery, blah, blah, blah. They'll do a vlog and then they'll now say, yeah, I first met her after my surgery, blah, 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 blah. And then someone will now say, oh, I just love how she's open. No.
Why did you say it before you went?
From the beginning, she said, I will be doing...
You've been telling us all sorts of things. Why didn't you tell us?
She said, I will be doing 360 lipo and something. So I can't wait. Actually, this morning, I just saw the poor girl came out on Sunday. They are bandaged the leg, bandaged the stomach, bandaged the hand, bandaged everywhere. I say,
the thing is, that healing is brutal, though. Then you'll be doing lymphatic drainage massage for 3 months. It's crazy stuff.
Bro.
And if you're not careful and you don't like actually guide the way
and then you also have to wear like things that hold your body together. It's called a faja. Do you guys know? There's a very funny video of Cardi B had just had her last baby. Speaking of which, Cardi, please.
Please, sorry, let me tell you, have you guys seen this lady in
that white suit?
As much as I'm laughing, I'm like, if they jail you because of all these things. First of all, that woman is with child. And I hate I hate to speculate on another woman's pregnancy.
No, she has taken in.
But I'm going to need her to please.
The way she walked out of that court, I said, yeah.
The first outfit, when people were saying it, I was like, no. You see that white suit?
That white suit. I said,
God. Who again?
So when she had the last one, Blossom, she had the last baby. So the video of her and her sister is like, putting the faja on for her. And I always forget that her first language is actually Spanish. So her sister is like adjusting.
Yeah.
She's like, pendeja. She's like telling her, my friend, will you pull the thing? Because her sister was trying to be like cute with this. Come on, my friend, will you tie that? It made me laugh so much. And I just thought to myself that this process, and there's a video where, because the faja is basically like, is like Spanx times 50.
Yeah.
And there's a video, I think Beyonce had just had the twins. And she was definitely wearing that thing. Because the way, when it has...
when your corset too tight,
it has sucked your body. No, it's not even that one. Then there's a way you walk because they've squashed you in. They've squashed you in. It was like this Sports Illustrated thing. And she gave an award to somebody. Yeah, I bet you was...
Beyonce's birthday is on Thursday.
It's on Thursday. I'm traveling on Thursday, but
I will be
getting myself something to celebrate.
Celebrating the birthday.
Yeah,
actually,
very important.
I will be doing. This is a birthday I celebrate every year outside my own. Very.
Would you do? Okay, you don't need a BBL.
With like-minded individuals.
Would you do surgery?
Yes.
Which one?
Post-child. Whatever one they used to like.
Pack everything.
So let me tell you the problem. I don't want to do any surgery that is like too dangerous. Just light work. Here and there, you know what I mean? Anything concerning dying on the table. No, please.
So what do you want, lipo?
I think, which one is lipo? They suck
fat, yeah. Fat.
Definitely, yeah, breast lift. I think I'll do that one. I think, which one is safer? Lipo or what are the options? Okay. No. Please, what are the options?
You can have tummy tuck.
Okay.
You can do tummy tuck.
Talk to me about that.
That one is just like Cotton's joint.
See the way you said it like a 6-piece skirt.
Then lipo
is just the fat, but then it's not it's one that they can just cut a small thing and then they do like this.
They suck. Then you can do skinny BBL.
Which one is that?
That's like, it's not full BBL. It's just like boom.
For your bum. No, I don't need.
They just give you more.
I don't need anything concerning bum. I'm actually quite.
Then you can do facelift.
No.
You can do...
Very beautiful.
I think that's the only thing you really need.
I think of all these.
Okay, then there's another one.
Yeah, the arm things. I think so, definitely. It's like, but they have to cut that one.
Is that one that tummy tuck?
That one, they actually cut
They'll
you.
Cut
so I don't like all these things involving cut and join. The lipo seems preferred, but I must look into it. What about all these? Do you know there's a like so it's non-surgical, non-invasive fat loss, all these freezing one. I don't know if all these things work. All those cryo, you go there inside freezer. Then they'll say that they are freezing, fat blasting, laser wanting. Then they'll use that wood. They'll do like this.
They will not rub oil.
They're doing wood. They do like this after the laser, after the fat blasting for your lymphatic drainage. See, that was so crazy.
I want to do a lymphatic thingy massage.
What, lymphatic draining massage?
Yes.
Why?
They said that it helps with like helping manage your cortisol 1 thing, 2 thing. I think it's a lie.
But you know, I
think I said what I said. Should pay for me to go.
I always see Tracy Ellis Ross using that wooden thing. Do you follow her? She's always doing like this.
I know what else we need is a belly massage.
That's why when I was telling you guys that they do massage outside on a bench,
we need either a jaw massage or a belly. All this lymphatic cannot. So
I think now people that if I'm for example going in for a C-section, before I leave there,
they should pack everything,
clear everything out, remove. Once you are sealing that, I don't want to hear that. As in, plus that scar. Let's make it useful. As you've removed one child, be removing many. All the old fat, just remove it. Then do the breast lift once.
The one that makes me laugh the most is Nigerian versions of, they say, fat sucking. Like, have you guys ever seen that? Nigerians can do fraud. Have you guys ever hear of that? There's a time that was really popular. They said they are doing pedicure that remove toxins. The water will now turn green.
All sorts of things.
The water will now turn green. They said that it's coming out from your leg.
No, but I think, do you know what? I think we should have a series called, like, one of a series that where we try things. Then you can do fat blasting. Then you let us know.
You do a belly massage.
You let us know because...
Oh, you can do veneers.
I will look insane.
Yep.
Let me not lie to you.
I saw an actress I really like, not Nigerian.
What I loved about the post about veneers is there were a number of like dentists promoting their services.
So please come and see us.
I actually love that because they were like, okay, no problem. Thank you for what you said. We do it. And I said, you know what? I love Nigeria because there's no scenario. They were like, very good. You don't like it. Anyway, come and see me. We do it very nice ones.
Yeah, that was so funny.
Yeah, no, I think we should try. I don't know. So I'm in 2 minds about the surgery thing, but I just feel like if I'm already, the only scenario I can see is if I'm already
on the table
for another reason. But I wouldn't like now just say I'm going to do lipo. I don't think I'm.
I wanted to do BBL, but Davido didn't give me the money.
That's true, and I did. Let me know. Like, I did ask him more than once. Well, you didn't come. He said you should come out and then he will give you.
I thought he's into charity.
A BBL. No, not for your kind. Not for your kind. I did ask him and he was like, okay, but I told you, where is she? You couldn't even take a short drive for the BBL. Thanks. You can see that you're not serious.
I'm very serious. If I use that money for BBL. You will just come to just turn around. Let me tell you what happened. The doctor was sick that day.
I would like to be friend Lati. That man does not smile with her.
Yeah, Lati is strict.
No. He was like, I don't get. All of a sudden, you're talking to me for what? I said, bro, they say you should give us.
Why didn't he invite us to the wedding?
God bless you. That's a good question.
Because it wasn't intimate.
No.
Many
and I did the voice.
Many people were there.
Intro voice for him.
I think there's more people that were even at our show.
I bet
in London
there were
many people.
Yeah, so this is another thing. But yeah, no, if you give me money for BBL now, I'm so sorry.
I can never do it.
I can never use my money for that. Right now, it's
I know what I'll do. I'll buy all those padded pants. Because I'll use the money.
What's happening?
But I'll be whenever if I know that Fakem give me money for BBL, whenever I'm going out and I know that Fakem will be there, I'll wear my padded pants.
Yeah, you buy waist trainer. You have to pretend.
Actually, I have a friend that used to wear padded pants.
What? So my problem with all these things is when it gets down to the time for you to take off your pants and somebody is there, how do you explain it?
So once she started seeing somebody, she started reducing it from her time. You know that women were knocked. And then she's just like, oh yeah, she's been working out, she's been losing all her bob.
Even when the man,
like 6 weeks, so,
that man would have been imagining how this thing feels. You now arrive there and you're like,
I now asked a pertinent question. I said, is it that you people hug like Christians? So he doesn't feel anything. He did not feel anything. He did slide his hand down.
I'm confused.
She said that if I tell you this thing, you're not going to believe. Then I was just kissing you. Hold it. No, you guys, women are criminals.
No, women are criminals. This is insane behavior.
You know, she was just like, yeah, so like, because you know there are different types of padded pants. There's the one that is full, then there's, so she was reducing it. Till they got back.
And all I thought was, I'll tell you that. Do you believe in marketing? Because guess what? It worked on you.
It worked. Now you're here.
Now you're here.
It will be someone for you to say you're going because of this.
And I want to show you something. Actually, this is my site hustle. I sell this. So I advertise. Yes. But I'm actually about to shut it down. You're just beating me at the tail end. I'm telling you.
Do you know what? It's actually for the best. It's actually for the best.
Imagine having to trap your man's hands.
Let me tell you another scam that I love. Women who have done surgery, who sell waist trainer.
Oh yeah.
It's one of my favorite scams because I'm like, what you guys are saying is that what you think this wrap that they brought, we give you this waist that this lady has.
No, but I know someone that waist trained to a crazy degree.
And it worked?
Her waist is tiny. You know how to. She waist trained to a crazy.
That thing is really dangerous for your organs.
Okay. I said the same thing. She said, here we are. She said, okay, but here we are. And guess what? That day, we both were eating pounded jam. We affected two of us differently. I said, you know what?
Fair. I just think it's so, people sleep in it. It's so dangerous.
Yes. That's the one that I now don't understand.
I can't lie. It's crazy. Because that stuff is really uncomfortable. Like normal corsets, crazy uncomfortable.
No. I've done the corsets twice.
Waist trainers have bones.
I've done corsets twice.
And it's not like corset boning. Some of them have as in proper bone.
Mm-hmm.
Steel boning that
and
you
people
can't
that they're like, oh, so you start off, you wear it 4 hours, they were trying to get to 16.
Yeah,
so the only time
they're also reducing the size of the waist trainer.
Yeah, so the only time you don't wear it is when you're taking a shower.
Okay, but my question is, when you're wearing it, where are you? Like, are you at work with the waist trainer?
Yes. Fake me, drip or drown?
Drown.
Okay.
Drowning. Definitely.
That's
definitely. What. It's like I saw a video where someone was like, you know, all these people that are selling things like on the roadside. So they went up to someone and they're motivating there. So, you know, you have to go big or go home. And the babe was just like, home. Just, in everything you said.
Have you been to Zaza since you reopened?
Zaza, no.
That was wrong.
Yeah, it is wrong.
I haven't either.
We need to go. I think we need to correct that. When we come back, we need to do. We should have celebrated Beyonce's birthday in Zaza, but here it's okay. She will not be annoyed. It's not an issue. Beyonce is turning 44, man.
44.
That's just crazy.
The queen.
Can you imagine?
A talented babe.
That's so crazy. First of all, it's crazy that she's that young for everything she's done. But Beyonce is turning 44. That means that very soon she might stop answering.
Don't say that, big.
And I don't know that I can deal with this kind of
Diana Ross is still making music. She'll be fine.
That's true. But she doesn't dance.
Even her husband is still making music. That elderly person. She's still making music. So she should do... Is it not the end of the home? She should follow him.
Abby?
Yeah.
Anyway, lovely times. Lovely times.
Yeah. As usual, you guys know what to do.
For you all, lovely times. This is a place of self-expression.
Okay. You guys know what to do. Like, share, subscribe, leave comments. For people that talk so much, right? Our comment section is not buoyant
That's
enough.
what I'm saying. You guys, can you actually, be commenting?
People be DMing me. Write it there.
Write it. Let us engage. Comment on YouTube. Comment on Spotify.
That one, I'm not even sure because they're about to remove it.
That one is going away. Yeah.
Serious
so
people.
I think that's tough. Definitely comments on YouTube. Obviously, you comment on Instagram, so that's fine. But comment on YouTube as well.
One of the podcasts I listened to, they were like, they now have they try to encourage their audience to comment because they want to have an average of 600 comments per episode.
Huh? 600.
So everybody with their unique
issue. For what? What does that do?
And people are really talking there. They're really going in.
But okay, we don't need 600. But if you guys can try your best to comment. What I care more about is sharing. My favorite story is my friend sent this thing to me. And that's what I think you guys should keep doing. Keep sending it to other people so that they can, get trapped in this
world, Abby.
In this little world that we are existing in. That is my own thing. Yes.
All right, guys, this has been a pleasure.
What a lovely
Even
time.
if it's not, that's also okay.
It doesn't matter.
Bye.
Bye.
This episode of I Said What I Said is brought to you by Carousel Networks. Our producer is Debbie Romeo. Our social media manager is Najite Anira. Our cinematographers are Rotimi Kujuri and Divine Nabuko. Our production assistant is Theresa Ajayi. Our sound engineer is David Kenny. Our camera assistants are Mark Uko and Pascal Ona, as well as the lovely Abolade Uluyede. And this season is brought to you by Miss Anne.